Welcome to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It's good to be back. Got a good one for you today. Going to get into Peter McGrail and Rhys Edwards, and what should be a good fight between two prospects, two decent-looking prospects on the way up. One undefeated, one coming off a shocking loss Jericho O'Quinn, which he's bounced back nicely from. Before we get into that, guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Follow 3D Boxing blog, on all forms of social media. The Boxing Bookie comes out to bet every single major fight, so you had consistently make money betting on the sport of boxing. The bookies, the odds makers, they don't know what they're doing. I do. I'm going to show you how to consistently make money betting on the sport. So join the Patreon, $5 a month. Lock of the week should be out, and there could be fights on this video that will be on tonight's Lock of the Week. Last week we did 2 locks. I'm going to do 1 lock. This week a little bit quieter week, but we always give you 1 to 2 locks no matter what. Let me know what you guys think. Join the Patreon, $5 a month. Get the Lock of the Week. Get Ask the Bookie anything. Get the updated props. Get requested video. Get the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. Make sure to join the Patreon. After you do that, you'll probably have worked up an appetite. So head on over to carnivalbar.com. That's carnivalbar.com. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. It's the nutrition of a steak, the convenience of a bar. It's a meal in your pocket. It's the world's only high-fat, grass-finished beef bar that replaces a meal while on the move and stores for years. Get your travel, autonomy, and freedom back. carnivalbar.com. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save the 10%. All right, let's get into today's show. It's a good fight. McGrail is a really high-level fighter. A lot of skills, sharp boxer. Obviously, the sensational amateur career. 5'7", southpaw, 10-1, the 1 knockout, a brutal loss knockout to Jericho O'Quinn that was on the Bam Rodriguez Sonny Edward card a year ago, almost a year ago to the day. He's bounced back nicely. He's gotten wins over Mark Leach and Brad Foster, and now he's back with Rhys Edwards. He got a decision victory over Mark Leach and a knockout of Brad Foster. This is a fight I like a lot. I think Peter McGrail at this level is really, really good. At the world level, it may be another story, but he's a really high-skilled boxer. He's got terrific skills, quick hands, can fight front foot, back foot, fight in all 3 ranges. I wish he would jab a little more, jab his way in a little more. I wish he pumped the jab a little bit more. He doesn't have a ton of power. He doesn't throw hard shots, really. I mean, he's not a big hitter. He's got excellent feet, though. His feet are going to win him this fight. He hits those angles. He sits in. He avoids shots. He makes you miss. He gets in, out, throws a little bit, gets in and out, throws nice combination, nice head movement. He gets a little predictable, and that predictability is why he got knocked out by O'Quinn. Because it was just a timing thing. He was dominating the fight, winning every minute, every second of the round, and he got caught. Because it's faint, like jab a little more. You got to mix it up a little bit. Otherwise, it just becomes too predictable. But he's got masterful feet. He cuts off the ring well. He stays in front of you. He gets on you. He gets in and out on you. Nice head movement. Pretty decent athlete. Quick hands. Like I said, needs to jab a little more. Good, slick boxer with no pop and lacks a jab. Those are kind of the pros and the cons on him. He can win rounds. It's very difficult to win rounds on him. He throws enough. He's not a huge volume guy, but he throws enough. He's a fairly decent volume guy. He gets in and out. He hits you. He makes you miss. It's hard to win rounds on him. The way to beat him is really to knock him out. Now, he is moving up a weight class. 126 featherweight from his traditional 122, which appears to be his best weight. He's going to fight Rhys Edwards, who's taking this fight on short notice. Good slick movement as well, and he's similar to Peter McGrail, where he can fight front foot and back foot, but he's a better back foot boxer, I would say. Pretty good reflex. He's got a little twitch to him. Quick-fisted, doesn't sit down on the shots either. He's not a puncher. I can't see this fight ending in a stoppage. We'll get to that in just a little bit, but 16-0, 4 knockouts. These British guys with these records, like someone's got to get knocked out, man. wants to be off the back foot. He can fight off the front foot, but he's more of a back foot guy. He's not super duper slick and twitchy, but he's athletic enough where he's not easy to hit short of the world level. At the world level, I think he's going to be a lot easier to hit where guys out-quick him and can outthink him. He's pretty good athlete, but he's just not at McGrail's level. He's not a bad fighter. I think McGrail is a world-class fighter who loses to punchers. And I think McGrail beats everybody else. He doesn't have the footwork and angles of Peter McGrail. He's not super sharp like McGrail. He's kind of, in a lot of ways, he's kind of a poor man's McGrail. McGrail is just better across the board. And it's not that Rhys Edwards is bad. He's actually pretty good. It's just that, there's levels to this, and he's not quite at that level. He uses the ring a lot. He mixes up head and body well. He's got a fairly decent ring IQ. He knows what he's doing in there. He pushes his shots. I really don't like the way he throws his shots. He's got like good timing on his kind of just nothing on his shot. He's not sitting down. He's not driving him. He's just kind of winging them. Doesn't have an elite jab. He is willing to exchange, which I don't think is to his benefit. He's got some decent skills though. He's not a bad fighter. Like, he knows how to fight. He knows how to use the ring. He knows how to make you miss. He can frustrate you. He can do some things. Mostly defensively, and he can counter you. He's got good timing on the counter. It's just the lack of power and the lack of a world-class jab is going to be his shortcoming against a world-class fighter. I do think Peter McGrail is a world-class fighter. He's going to have Peter McGrail is going to have mixed results at the highest level because he doesn't hit either. But let's take a look at the props. I like this a lot. I think these are two good bets. I would build my parlay around these two bets. Peter McGrail, money line minus 475. That's not terrible. $100 bet's going to make you $21. And then the over. I love the over on this. Love the over on this. I can't see either fighter getting a knockout here. Remember, Rhys Edwards has his 4 knockouts and 16 wins. His last knockout back in 2019 against a guy that's 526-1. He's not getting a knockout. So the question becomes, can McGrail, who's coming up in weight, knock out Rhys Edwards? Well, he knocked out Brad Foster. And that's really it. Nicholas Batelli, he could knock out Mendoza. He could knock out. And then you're going back deep into the resume in 2022 when he got knockouts. I don't think he's going to knock out a naturally bigger guy who's got a lot of skills. I think this thing goes the distance. I think that's a safe bet. I would bet on that. I would bet on McGrail on the over, and I would call it a day. I think those are safe bets. I like both of them. Over 8.5 at minus 225, I think is a great bet. I think that's great value. And I think Peter McGrail on the money line, minus 475 is a terrific bet. Let me know what you guys think. Leave your thoughts, comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Follow 3D Boxing, 3D Boxing blog on all forms of social media. It is December 19th, 2024 from Texas to the world. Thank you, and God bless.
Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3D Boxing is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.